I think it's funny because like I get really drawn to this game. The flowers are the exact same flowers you would find in Animal Crossing, and I love Animal Crossing.
Hello, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can stay in touch with the videos that we come out with.
Welcome to Check It Out. This is a series where we showcase various board games to you. And hey, we're sitting down this week?
Yeah!
It's because you're gonna want to be sitting down when we show you this game.
Woo woo!
On this week we have Floriferous.
Yeah! Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
Floriferous is a 1 to 4 player set collection game in which you'll be collecting flowers with various bugs and trying to reach various goals. It's published by Pencil First Game, and the team behind it is Finn, Eduardo Baraf, Clementine Kemper-Dew, Keith Mateshka, and Kim Robinson. Now, let's give you a quick overview of how to play.
So before we get started, I just want to mention that this game is a prototype version, so some of the components you see in our video might differ from the final production of this game. Like always, you'll begin by setting up. Each player will get a colored token along with 3 flowers to go with them. You'll randomize the players who go first and set the cards out as shown here. Make sure you put stones on these spaces so that they can be collected when you take the card. Now once you have your turn order figured out, the first player at the very top will pick from the cards that are in the next column. And depending on where they pick, determines their turn for the next round. The game will be played over 3 rounds. You'll have players move from left to right, right to left, and then again from left to right. And once you've completed all of that, the game is over and you count points. Let's talk about scoring.
So there's 6 different ways that you can score. Let's start off by talking about the bounty cards. So these cards at the very top. Each of them will have a separate objective. Once you reach that objective, you can put your flower on the corresponding space of when you completed it, the first round, second, or third. Obviously, completing it earlier on will grant you more points than later on. Now let's talk about arrangement cards. So these are various cards you can pick up while drafting. They're beautiful flowers, arrangements, and bouquets that you can collect. Now, if you meet the conditions of them, so a color, a bug, or a flower, then you're able to get the corresponding points to how many conditions you met right here. Now, sculpture cards are also cards you can draft. The player with the most will score 5 points, and then second will score 3, and the last will score 1. Desire cards are the cards at the very bottom of the setup. So you can collect various flowers, arrangements, or sculptures, or you can get your own scoring conditions. So for example, you can get 2 points for every pink flower that you have, if you have that card at the end of the game. And then last but not least, you have stones. So if you pick some of the lower cards, you'll be able to collect stones. And you'll get a point for every 2 stones you collect. And the person with the most stone will get this wonderful cup of tea, which grants you 2 extra points. Now, will you be the Floriferous Bouquet Flower Master? So what do you think?
This game is a lot of fun. It's like exactly what you would expect from a set collection game. I like the turn order drafting piece of it. So yeah, you have to like decide and weigh your decisions whether or not you want to go first to get cards later on, or if you really need that big scoring point right at the bottom. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty short game. It's only about 20 minutes, but for how short and simple it is, there's so many varieties of pathways you can take. I really like that you can focus and maybe get some of your scoring bounty conditions early on and then try to fulfill them as the game progresses. Or wait for the very last round and just try to get the bounty cards for what you already have and try to kind of keep it matching up. There's a lot of variety, it's a lot of fun, and the best part of a quick game is that once it's over, if you lose, you can jump right back in and say, well, we're gonna play again because I need to win.
Yeah, very true, very true.
I like winning this game.
It's a great game. So why should you check it out?
Well, beyond that, it's absolutely beautiful. The cards are actually done through watercolors, and they're printed on, which is super, super neat. The game is very simple and easy to introduce to other people too. There's so much different strategies in it. I love the turn order. There's so much to love about this game that I don't see why you wouldn't want to check it out.
Yeah, it's a super vibrant game, obviously. It's absolutely beautiful. And like Ilya said, it's quick to play, but it's also easy to learn. This game introduces sort of like a public drafting to the whole set collection as well. So it merges these two mechanics so that it's a lot of fun to play.
It makes me so happy. There's so many flowers, little ladybugs on them.
Yes, yeah.
Just makes you feel good. So why shouldn't you check it out?
Well, I think I say this all the time, but I think we alluded to it. It's a light game, and if you're not into set collection, this probably won't be for you. Besides that, I don't really have anything to say elsewise. How about you?
If you hate nature and flowers.
Okay, don't make people feel guilty for not playing this game.
Well, no, but if nature-themed games aren't really your jam and you want to stick more with some other themes that appeal more to you, maybe this isn't the game for you, but...
And although it's competitive, it's not really like take that, so you won't...
I don't know, because...
Like, you could hate draft,
you keep taking my flowers.
I don't know what you're talking about. I need the flower that you want as well. It's just convenient that you think I'm hate drafting you. Well, overall, stunning game. Looking forward to the final production. It's on Kickstarter right now for those of you who don't know, and we'll leave the link at the bottom so you can check it out.
Definitely check it out.
We've had a blast playing it. We're able to play it online, and obviously with this prototype here. So
there is an official mod on Tabletop Simulator that you can check out as well, and we can link that down below too. So you can give it a try and see if it's up your alley, but definitely would recommend this game. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's a great filler that you can just keep playing over and over until you win all the games.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to score, so it's neat to like focus on all of them, because I feel like you're in this game, you're not really the intention isn't to hone in on one thing.
And last but not least, I can't believe I forgot to mention this, is it has a really, really cool solo mode.
Oh, yeah.
So typically games have solo mode that kind of throw a character in or try to make it a little bit different, but this one is so unique because it's very thematic. So the solo mode is there's a raven that comes in.
Tries to ruin your garden.
So it's super cool. Keith Mateshka did a phenomenal job. Definitely would recommend.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So for our question of the day, what is your favorite flower, and what is the color of that flower that you prefer? Because they can be multicolored. What do you think? What's yours?
Like the white purple orchids, I think would be my favorite.
I really like something about black roses.
Oh,
it's pretty neat.
Fancy. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, if you like this game, feel free to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to us, and leave a comment down below. We'd love chatting with you, love getting to know you folks more. And stay tuned for more videos.
Exactly. But until then, that's all the time we have for today. We will see you in the next one. This is us checking out. Bye.
Bye.